Yep, that's me. Highly sensitive Rachie, happy as can be upon her return to Vancouver. I spent a good 3 weeks in my home country, the Philippines, and honestly, short as those 3 weeks were to me, that trip literally taught me not to count the days, but make the days count. Returning home was definitely a roller coaster ride of emotions, but I want to share the lessons that I learned through the 5 stages of returning home as an immigrant. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Alright, so we just landed in Manila. The current time is 4 a.m. So I left Vancouver while it was still dark. I got to the Philippines and it's still dark. Temperature wise, it's still kind of chilly because it is morning. Vlogging. No, my friend. We had a lovely chat in the plane as well. But yeah, we're so excited to be here. I need to work out again. Barely got my luggage.
Home sweet home. Guys, I was so exhausted from the flight that I completely forgot to vlog that day. My bad. But I did manage to hug my parents, pet our dogs, and of course exchange stories and gifts over breakfast while feasting on mom's home-cooked meal. The first couple of days felt like the high that you get after getting past the steepest part of a roller coaster ride. There's a surge of adrenaline, a feeling of weightlessness, and of course a sense of euphoria. I definitely felt a wide range of emotions on the way home, from joy and excitement to also nervousness and anxiety. You know, I wonder how my family and friends would receive me, and of course how different things are from when I left. But in the moment, I was happy. Purely happy and just relieved to know that I'm finally back home. The second stage of my journey was all about rediscovering my roots. This involved reconnecting with my cultural heritage to reestablish a sense of belonging and identity that I may have lost over time. I don't know, I like to think of this stage as like falling in love. In this stage, you remember all the happy moments and you feel a sense of comfort just being back home. Here, I felt the most excited, complete, and alive in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. Spending time at the beach, oh my god, the beaches here in the Philippines, chef's kiss. It just made me realize how incredibly beautiful my home is, and I'm proud to call it my own. The food, OMG, the food was exceptionally delicious, and you could really taste the love and effort that went into it. The locals were so kind and helpful, and their smiles lit up my day. And additionally, I was just lucky enough to bond with my family, who every day made it clear that I am well fed, loved, and supported. Going through this experience made me so happy, but also scared at the same time. And I guess that's because the longer I got to know home, a part of me wished to hold on to that high feeling for as long as possible. And there were even parts where I questioned what could have been if I had never left. But eventually I learned not to idealize a version of the past and to accept the complexity and duality that comes with being an immigrant. Basically, this stage is all about just being present, cherishing the moment, and taking things as they are. After spending several days in the Philippines, I couldn't help but feel like an outsider in my own country. I realized like 5 years is a long time, you know? And being away for that long really felt like waking up from a deep sleep, where I find out that the world, or rather the Philippines that I'd come to know, has changed significantly. You see, so many changes happened while I was away, and I felt I had so much to catch up to. For example, there's this mall nearby my home that I knew inside and out, and I found out that they had recently expanded and reorganized all the stores. I was shocked to learn that I got lost in the mall that I knew every nook and cranny of. Another thing I noticed about the beaches that I ended up visiting, and it's not a bad thing, but it did gain quite a popularity among both locals and tourists, and I just find myself longing for that peace and quiet atmosphere it once had. Don't get me wrong, it's good business and I'm happy that it's getting the recognition it deserves, but yeah, I just kind of miss the peace and quiet it once had. One thing I don't miss though was the traffic. The traffic was a major source of my anxiety, and I guess just being away for that long made me realize how shit the traffic system is in the Philippines, and we really have a lot to catch up on in terms of making it a convenient space for everyone to enjoy. Another culture shock for me would be the mosquito bites. They seem to really like the Canadian nutrients in my blood. As you can see from my legs, they got all the food that they could get for the next 2 weeks. In terms of shopping, I definitely plan to haul a lot of local products for family and friends in Canada. For some reason, I expected that things would be cheaper in the Philippines, but when I actually got here, they were reasonable. Like with the Canadian currency, of course, I could probably sustain a comfortable lifestyle in Manila and get nice things, but it also made me wonder how locals manage their daily expenses. But on a positive note, the Toho guy that passes by our house every other day, I just found out that he had upgraded to a bicycle. Honestly, it's the little things, and I'm so happy for him. Anyway, I realized that all the good and not so good things that I was experiencing was a form of reverse culture shock, which is a common experience for many immigrants returning home. While change can be good, I also learned that sometimes this newness can make us feel a little bit frustrated and confused. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm trying to take it all in stride and remind myself that this feeling shall pass, and change is always a good sign because it means there's progress or growth. After getting used to my life in Manila again, I realized that my 3-week stay in the Philippines is almost over, and a wave of sadness washes over me. I get hypersensitive whenever I think of leaving my parents because I always want to be there for them and make sure that they have everything they need. It's also just the idea of leaving the familiarity of home and the people I love. Like, it's tough. I'll definitely miss the little things, like my mom bringing coffee to my room before I start work, or my dad checking in on me to see if I've eaten, or my sisters coming into my room to show me the latest TikTok meme or the cool product that they bought off Lazada or Shopee. I'll also miss my aunt handing me freshly ironed clothes while sharing the latest gossip about Filipino celebrities, and I'll miss walking around the neighborhood with my family in the evenings. But yeah, for me, feeling all the feelings is completely valid, and I have faith in the process and understand that these emotions are just a natural part of being human. They serve as a reminder that I am capable of giving and receiving love, which is a truly wonderful thing. So here we are, back in Vancouver, and from how I look, you can definitely tell that I couldn't be happier to be back. Kidding aside, I'm getting back into the swing of things with my usual routine of work and chores on the weekends. But I'm gonna be honest, the first week was tough emotionally, but I'm just very grateful and lucky to have Tian here with me. Not gonna lie, I still feel a bit conflicted because a part of me wants to hold on to the memories of home, but I know that I can't go back to the way things were. Looking back, I wouldn't do anything differently. This trip has taught me so much about myself and my ability to handle change, and I'm just amazed that I'm able to attract so many positive things into my life.
So I'm currently at the YVR airport. Just a couple days ago I was here, but now I'm going here for a different reason. I'm gonna be picking up my sister who is coming here to Canada as an international student. I'm so excited for her.
I've been gatekeeping this information because I really wanted to make sure that everything goes well before announcing things. But basically, my sister and her family recently moved to Canada, and I'm so proud of my sister for starting her journey here as an international student. It's gonna be her and her partner and son that will be living out their Canadian dream, and I'm so excited for them. I'm just happy that she's here, and I'm excited for her to grow from this experience as well. Anyway, that's it for today. What a ride, right? Thank you for taking the time to hear me out in pouring all my thoughts about this trip. I hope in a way this helps you gain a deeper understanding of the highs and lows that immigrants go through upon returning to their home country. If it did, it would mean a lot if y'all like this video, comment below, and also subscribe to my channel for related topics on immigrant life in Canada. Thanks for watching, be safe and be kind, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!